Okay, everyone, it is Saturday, April 20th, I think. But I'm working through my piles pretty good. I actually called to get another chip drop. Hopefully it comes within the next week or so because I'm going to get through that fairly quickly. And then this is going to go in that other bed and some of my grow pots. So what I wanted to show you is I'm working on my garage tomatoes. So these are 5-gallon grow bags, and I've got my dwarves that I'm going to put in here. I've got orange pixie, I've got Hasselhun. Now these haven't been hardened off, so I'm probably not going to leave them out in the sun but just a couple hours and then stick them in the garage. It's supposed to get down to like I think 35 or 36 degrees tonight, so they're definitely going to be garage tomatoes because they're going in the garage tonight. But I've got these two, and then I've done these two, and I've got, I think I bought like 20 5-gallon bags. So I'm probably going to do a whole bunch more. Well, today I'll probably do only 10 because I don't want to be hauling that many in and out of the garage. But I've got Fred's Tie-Dye and Serendipity. So what I've put in the grow bags so far is a mixture of some of this garden soil, and so like about half of that, and then I've also took my mixture of potting soil. So it's peat moss, vermiculite, perlite, worm castings, bat guana, and then half of that mixed with half a bag of Fox Farm. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant these and then fill the top with another inch or so of straight Fox Farm, and then I'm going to mulch heavily on the very top with my wood chips, and I think that'll be good. So that is what I'm doing. All right, so I am back at the strawberry bed here, and I did start to pile up some old wood. So this is all ready. It's very light, it's not fresh. It was under, so where we used to have that, I don't know what you'd call it, a deck or whatever, underneath of it is where we used to store our wood. That's where the new bed is built. But we tore that down, built the bed, and I moved the wood, and so now I'm moving it back to here and filling up this bed because this bed is like, it's like really, you can see how far down it goes. It's deep. And so I do not want to fill this back up with dirt. So I'm doing like the hugel culture where you fill with big pieces, and then over here up in the front where I have my two piles, I have a pile of wood chips, and then on top of that they dumped, well, not on top of that, beside that they dumped garden soil / mushroom compost. And so some of it where they both were, you know, touching got mixed together, and I don't want to plant in that either because as wood chips break down it does steal nitrogen. So on top of the chopped wood, I'm putting a thin layer of that mess because this is just, you know, and then on top of this to the top of the bed, so another, I don't know, 6 inches or so, I will put good garden soil, and then this bed will be prepared and these strawberries will spread. And what I'm probably going to end up doing is planting some more asparagus spears right along here, so then I'll have like 2 rows of asparagus spears because some of them got a little bit messed up. So that's the plan for here, but I'm just doing this as I come across stuff that I need to do. So I was getting to the point where I needed to clean up a small area where the 2 piles met, so I just decided to do a little bit of this, but I'm done now for now. Now I'm going to go back and continue filling that bed because I did get this bed done and I mulched all on top of it. That's going to be where I put my squash, my winter squash and my summer squash bed right there. I don't know what this bed's going to be yet. We'll see, because I don't have a walkway for it yet. So if I can get my husband to build a walkway for it, I might actually do like dwarf and micro dwarf tomatoes, just this bed filled with the dwarf and micro dwarf. So we shall see. But right now I'm just adding some new compost, garden soil and mushroom compost to add a good layer of dirt on it. Hey y'all, So I'm in my incredibly messy garage and I'm waiting on boiling water to dump on my hay a video about growing mushrooms. I thought while I'm waiting for each one of those, that's the longest part of this whole process. I feel like maybe I should have just treated the hay and the wood chips with or the wood shavings with lime, because you could have like killed off any bacteria with lime, but I took the hard way. So while I wait for that, I am making up what I want to put in my planting holes for my tomatoes and my peppers and whatever else if I have any left. So I've got this big clear bucket. What size is this? I don't know, but we're gonna 105 quart, yeah, 99 liters. Okay, so first I'm adding, these are all my crushed eggshells. I've got 2 of those, and then I've got more in the kitchen that I'm still working on, but we're gonna dump those in there. This is like a year's worth of crushed eggshells. This is a lot of eggs. I feel like I have another one, but I'm not sure where it's at. But I've got 2. So I just want to have like a big thing of this ready, and then I can just like come get a bucket full of it and take it with me when I go planting whatever it is I'm planting. Then I'm going to add worm castings to this. Okay, so in getting out my worm castings, I found what's left of this 10-10-10 fertilizer. I'm just gonna put the rest of this in here just so I can get rid of it. I also got this. I was adding some of this into my my homemade potting mix that I was making. I would add this and some worm castings into peat moss, vermiculite, and perlite. So I'm just going to use most of this. I'm going to save like 2 handfuls for any more potting mix that I make up. Phew, that stuff stinks. Okay, so this is a heavy bag. Oh, stuff falling everywhere. My garage is a mess. But I'm gonna probably dump half of what's in this bag in here. And the last thing I'm dumping in here is this Master Blend Premium. It's a tomato formula, water-soluble fertilizer, and I'm probably gonna dump almost all of this in here. And then that will be my mixture once I get it all stirred up. All right, it's all mixed up, ready to go. That's a big old load. I think I can plant and use this in pretty much all of my tomatoes and peppers for sure. So I decided to go with this stuff. What is this? Saved me a couple $100, and it was gonna be such a hassle to get cattle panels. We had thought maybe we could like put them up across the top and the bottom of the truck, but so we're gonna put up the tomato fence, and also we're gonna put up the fencing that what we used to hold the tomatoes up that didn't work out really well. I'm gonna use it as the fence around Pepperville, so we're gonna get to work.
Okay, let's break it. Ready?
Wait, hold on. Wait, what are we doing first? Okay. I get a head start?
You all ready? Head start. Go.
Okay. So this was a big task that I'm super excited that I'm getting completed. Ben actually called me when he was done work and said, I'm gonna have to go right back to work. You want to put that fence up today so we can get it done. I was super grateful for that, and I took him up on his offer. We both headed to Materville, so we rolled out the fence, and we lifted it about a foot off the ground and zip tied it to the existing T-posts on both sides. So here he's clipping what excess, and we used, I think, about each one of these rolls is 100 foot, and we used one entire roll, and I'd say probably a third of the other roll, so I have plenty left over to make more trellises, or I could even use them to make another like leaf compost bin. Then we started work on putting the old kind of crappy, very bendable fencing around Pepperville. I figure this will be sufficient enough. It's very hard to see, so I am going to put a bunch of reflective tape pieces around it because I don't want animals like walking into it, especially the deer. There's lots of deer over there. So we just put in T-posts, and then here we didn't have quite enough to go around the whole thing. So we opened up Materville. I wanted to do this anyways. And then I just need one more piece for the door. So I have a door into Materville and a door into Pepperville. So I'll bring that piece later to close up that hole there. And this really didn't take all that long, maybe an hour. And then we went out to eat. All right, everything is up. Woohoo! Now I gotta come over and get this area mulched. Get rid of that big old pile. Okay, everyone, I don't know if you're sick of seeing what I got going on in here, but I just wanted to tell you I rearranged everything. I put all of the backups up top where it's kind of harder to see, harder to water, and the ones that I definitely want to go in my garden right at like eye level. And then there's a few down here that I just brought out. So they're still kind of like, they were just up potted and they're still kind of struggling a little bit to get acclimated, but they'll bounce back now that they're out here where they're going to get some good warmth and sunshine. Because look at these beauties. Oh my gosh, they want to be in the ground and I want to put them there. And then I rearranged my micro dwarfs. Some of them are tucked under. What I'm hoping is that this weekend the weather is nice enough that I can get them all staked up, because a lot of them are like just wonky-do. But I have some little bamboo stakes there. I'm planning on fixing these up, but I didn't have the energy to do it tonight. So everybody is watered. I've set eyes on them and made sure that nobody's dried out, and they're going to be happy for the next few days. So, and my basement I'll show you my basement. Okay, can see my floor again. So I've kind of moved the peppers up to where they'll get some light in the evenings. I still have some over here. I have some micro dwarfs that need to go out, but there's just no room for them, so. And it's going to be too cold the next few nights. But I'd really like to take all these peppers, which I might do in the next few days, and set them over there where I just was. Especially like, some of these are just overachievers. And a couple more micro dwarfs back there. But yeah, these peppers, oh my gosh. They're flowering. It's not good. But like all of them down here, there's a bunch of them that are flowering. Oh well, it is what it is. But I'm going to end this video here tonight, this weekend's vlog, because it's Sunday night and it's time to call it a weekend. I've put in a lot of work and I feel good about all the stuff I've accomplished, and I hope y'all enjoy your day.